Good afternoon, conscious and conscientious South Africans. All protocol observed, I am greatly honored and humbled to have been given this opportunity. State capture is here. State capture is robbing the country of billions of rands that can be better spent on the needs of the majority. It endorses and fosters corruption, which we're all crying about today. It ignores effective leadership and destroys good governance. It allows SOEs to be hijacked for lucrative capital expenditure tenders as projects become overpriced. The result of maladministration is taxpayer bailouts, which drain the country's coffers. The poor, the most needy, the unemployed suffer the most. That is the sad reality. OUTA believes in well-planned action that is well executed. We have touched several SOEs in our bid to recapture our precious state. We have tackled the SABC and SASSA, trying to reverse the purging of leadership and talent. We have touched Treasury to reduce the tax burden. We have touched SANRAL, challenging road construction pollution. We have touched ESCOM, challenging fraudulent contracts. Also SAA with fraud. We've touched PRASA with a mandamus application against the Hawks for their lack of action. We've touched the locomotive contracts. In SASSA, we have challenged the work streams, and it is a sad day today indeed that the one person inside SASSA that was fighting, that has given notice to cancel those work streams, has now been outed under the auspices of resignation. We all see through that, and we know what's happening. But that is not going to stop us trying and acting as we should. We have released a document to Parliament, the case document called No Room to Hide. A president caught in the act, because we have caught him in the act, South Africans. We are not talking about pipe dreams of things that we imagine are happening around us. We have hard evidence to challenge what's going on in our country right now. Many charges are unfolding that we are driving as an organization, working as a team together with everybody that is concerned as a South African. We have challenged the Bank of Baroda and the Bank of India. We have challenged Minister Zwane. We have laid charges against Faith Mutambi. As we go into the vote of no confidence, our efforts as a collective should be to influence our MPs to vote with their conscience. We should engage our MPs to read the No Room to Hide document. We are ready to lodge a Concord application challenge thereafter, if need be, if it is that the vote of no confidence is not successful. We also need to be conscious as South Africans and as the people who are acting about what we are going to do post-Zuma. We need to develop corruption amnesty and a repatriation process that is going to encourage and root out corruption even further as we clean up our state. We need to support and drive transparency initiatives in our SOEs, encouraging whistleblowers and the people that know and have inside information to come out and talk to us so we can do something about it as the activists. We need to strengthen responsible whistleblowers, as I've just mentioned. They are in a position of possessing a wealth of information, a wealth of evidence. However, being in possession of that also lays them vulnerable to all sorts of attacks and all sorts of threats. So we need to create a safe environment for them to come out with the things that are going to arm us so that we can prepare ourselves for the challenges that we want to embark on in fighting state capture. We need to drive public service accountability. Right now, there's a circus going on in our government where a lot of our ministers are not held accountable for their wrongdoing. I'll make an example of the SASSA saga. Bathabile Dlamini is a law unto herself. The president, who is supposed to hold her accountable for the failure that doesn't only fail our country, but fails the most vulnerable of our citizens. President does nothing. She rides roughshod over everybody else. And that seems to be a common thread in our government right now, and it needs to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, without being very long, I am very encouraged that an occasion like today has been organized, because this is South Africa rising. This is South Africa rising in action and not just in words. The people shall govern. I thank you most kindly.